Welcome back to my channel. Yes, you're not seeing things. I have uploaded a video. I have uploaded a new video for you guys, and I hope that you enjoy it, as I'm sure I will enjoy getting to sit down and plan for you. I'm going to be planning for this week, which is starting today, the 27th of April, but I wanted to kind of go back just a little bit and go ahead and show you a couple of things. As you guys know, I've been off the radar for a while, and I've been doing a lot of planning, but coronavirus, yeah, hashtag coronavirus. So, like, I've been laying my plans down, but I haven't filled anything in. I have just been completely out of sorts and off the charts. So many different things have been going on. I did show you guys quite a few things. This was my January spread, and then from that I had my New Year's. I did start in a new planner, and I planned this week in my old planner, but I planned again in this one too, just because I didn't want it to be empty. And then this was the next week. Right after that, you can see I laid it down. Beautiful, beautiful kit from Sassy Apple Studio, but did not write anything down. I'm hoping that when I go back in my notes, I'll be able to find things to actually put down. I found a really old school Scribble Pensco kit to use on this week, which is mid-January. Vintage Gypsy Road. It's very minimal, not a whole lot going on. As you guys know, that's a really old shop that I had a lot of things from. Okay, now the month of February, I actually have a sticker kit from Nikki Plus 3 for February, but I can't find it. I can't find it anywhere, so I've not done my memory spread there. Then I've got the last week I used, this is from Kelli'sKorner, or yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, I used a mini kit that's actually meant for a personal planner, but I had it. I liked the colors and such, and I had this white and silver foil, what's it called? A wiggle from Scribble Pensco that I thought I could introduce, and so I did. I think it turned out really pretty, but very minimal planning. This is an old kit from Creating & Co. Obviously, you know, Mean Girls. It was so cute. I wish I had filled everything out. But I'm just showing you guys that I have been planning. There's very little going on as far as, you know, me actually writing things down. So I planned. I loved this. This was her limited edition February, I think. I loved it anyway, and it's beautiful. It is a beautiful, beautiful sticker kit from Nikki Plus 3. I think you guys know that she's probably she's like in my top 3 shops. So I had that. I thought it was just beautiful. I used that for that week. Then I found this. It's a really, really old kit. I'm not even sure who it was from at this point. Glam Planner, maybe? No, it's not Glam Planner. I think it's I don't know. If I can find it, I'll put it like up there somewhere or in the bottom, but I'm not really sure. Oh, Evie Lou & Co. This is Evie Lou & Co. And yeah, she's not been around for a really long time. But I introduced, you know, just some gold foils, and even though it was minimal, I did try. Okay, and then I never use these pages, guys. I did plan my March monthly, and then the next week was the week of Fat Tuesday, and I had all of this from Vintage Gypsy Road, and it's just very, very Harlequin and Mardi Gras and masks and costume kind of thing. I used some really pretty bottom washi from Simply Gilded, but didn't do any whiting out, and it shows. But I still think it turned out really pretty. Just didn't. I love the fleur-de-lis. I love that. Okay, and then the next week, this was an old school Glam planner, I believe, or was it Scribble Pensco? Scribble Pensco. I thought that this actually had a very farmhouse feel to it, and because of that, I brought in a couple of things with green. I brought in the Simply Gilded that has the floral with the green. It's just very minimalistic looking, but I thought it turned out beautifully to me. But yeah, I just haven't filled anything out so far, and guys, at this point, I don't even know if I'm going to. Now, this was the one from Glam Planner that was really, really old. I brought in this really cute Simply Gilded washi, and I kind of used it, you know, in different places. It had a few little deco pieces that I put, you know, in there. I really liked it because we're getting into spring type things now, and so yeah, I grabbed that and I thought we'll use it. I had this beautiful kit, and I actually filled this one out. This was, you know, beginning into March, as I said, and so here, sometimes you're going to have cold spells, but sometimes you're going to have really, really warm spells. So this is from Nikki Plus 3. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, I just freaking loved this. I'm still quarantined. But yeah, I mean, I did try to fill this out to a good degree. I did better than I had been doing anyway. But anyway, this was the week of St. Patrick's Day. I think this kit was called Lucky. Yes, Lucky. It's right there. But that's what this kit was called, and it was perfect to me. Not only for March, but also for it to be green and St. Patrick's Day. All right, the next week was absolutely gorgeous as well. This is also from Nikki Plus 3. It says enjoy the little things. This turned out absolutely gorgeous. I haven't filled it out once again, but I mean, guys, really? I mean, look at that. That would be beautiful at any time of year. It's just gorgeous. But this was the week of my son's 21st birthday, so that's what we've got here. We got the beers and, you know, all that kind of good stuff, celebratory kinds of things. I wanted to use this during this week because of it being, you know, so close to St. Patrick's Day, and I just wanted to use this green kit. So you'll see in just a minute what I did instead of you know, doing a full spread for his birthday. I just noted it for this day and did a typical spread, and it turned out beautiful. I just need to do something with it. Okay, I do not have, did not have anything for April. This was another Lexi Designs personal planner, but since I didn't order anything for April, I just went home and used it, and it sufficed. It's, you know, obviously it's small, but I had the holidays. I had, you know, this that says April. It's obviously the month of Easter and all that. So I just went on and pulled it, you know, and used it. I didn't have anything else to use anyway. And so all of the numbers are from Nikki Plus 3. And yeah, all the other stickers came from the personal size kit. Oh, well, and that's also Nikki Plus 3. But yeah, that's what I did. So I guess you could say I just made do, but I did, you know, make an attempt. Now, this was the week after my son's birthday, and this was the week that he actually tried to go and do something. To me, this is not just a birthday kit. It's a very masculine looking. I love the cake. This was the day he was going to celebrate. It ended up not happening, but I used this just, I thought it was beautiful, and it was masculine and perfect for his birthday. So since we celebrated this day, or we were supposed to anyway, that got called off too. But yeah, I mean, you know, that's what I chose to do for the actual celebration week, and I think it turned out perfect. I really liked it. I love this chunky glitter bottom washi and everything. I believe, I'm not sure who this I'm not sure where this come from, but I know that some shops still have these stickers, or at least this art still in their shops, because I've seen it. I'm sure you could probably find it if you looked hard enough. Okay, then this was the week of Easter. I mean, this was just another gorgeous spread from Nikki Plus 3. I mean, she can do no wrong when it comes to foiling. I just love her foiling. I think it's beautiful. I was beginning to try a few new things here. I was doing some not so full coverage, no white space planning. I have been trying my hand at that lately just to kind of see how things are going, but still need to fill that out. This is a precious kit from Sassy Apple Studio. I think I hauled this on my channel. I don't know if I hauled it or not, but I know that I just had to use it because it's a perfect springtime kit. So yeah, I just fell in love with this and thought it was adorable. I love the plaid bottom. I'm still trying to learn how I want to lay down stickers in my planner and get them like seem even or whatever. But yeah, so this was, I believe, the last thing I planned. Last week, I haven't done anything with. I'll have to memory plan that. But that brings me to the month of May, which I have a kit ordered, and then this week. And this is what I wanted to plan. So all of that to say, I've been trying, even though it's not been on camera. You know, guys, things just, they happen. This is an old school, really old school Glam planner. I had this in my stash and I thought, this is a perfect time to use this. It's a really beautiful, deep navy blue, pink, and kind of a pinky gold glitter. We have the full boxes. We have, you know, like the little sampler situation. We have headers. We have our weekend banner and our half boxes, our littles. And you can see just how old school it is. Do you guys remember when she used to put this on her checklist? And it would be do these, but yet she already had the to-dos. So it was like double dosing. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, but I loved her and I still do. I just placed a ginormous order with her that I'll be hauling before too much longer. But yeah, this really brought back some memories. And then obviously the washi, it is matte and the other stickers are glossy. So yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. But this is what I've chosen to use. And to go with it, I have this rose gold, and I just think that that goes with pink and this color gold, but it is this really pretty floral. And because when you put it down on the white paper, I think it's supposed to be black, but when you put it down on the paper, it really does get that deep navy idea to it. So let's go ahead and plan, guys, and then maybe we can talk about while I'm doing that, we can talk about what's been going on, how things are going for you guys. It has been so terribly long since I put up a video, and you know, guys, I'm not even gonna apologize. I think we are all out of sorts. There's been some really big life changes happening with me, some things that have happened that have kind of like, I'm not going to say put a damper on things for me or anything, but I'm just going to say kind of made everything a little bit more difficult. And, you know, without going into any different, I just bumped my tripod. Without going into any actual details, like deep details, I'll just say that things are back to normal now. Things are better. But, you know, with this coronavirus situation, guys, those of us that have depression and anxiety, oh my, it is really wearing. And, you know, I know that it's making a lot of people anxious, but, you know, I have depression and anxiety that I'm treated for, and it's just really, really difficult. I'm going to need my X-Acto knife and my ruler. So I've just been, I know this is going to be one busy thing after another, but I think it's going to turn out okay. So I've been struggling. For the longest time, I was internalizing a lot and not really talking about or dealing with things properly. And then, it was like all of my insides just come jumping out and spilling out, and of course William was the one that kind of got hit with it right away, and not his fault, but you know, it is what it is. So I took it out on him. Things went down and I had to take a minute and, you know, kind of do a bit better of a job with myself than what I had been doing. Let me see which direction I put the curving up. And so, you know, there's been some up and downs recently. as you know, if you have been a part of my channel for a while and you've been following me on any of my, either one of my channels or on social media, some of you are friends with me on Facebook, but I have literally been, we're still looking for a place to live. And it seems like every time we find a place, something happens and it doesn't work. And so we're both kind of, our emotions are kind of gnarly right now. You know, our sleep patterns are messed up. And I mean, it sucks. But I mean, it's like, you know, crap. Like, we can't get out and do things to kind of blow off steam. I'm certainly not going to sit in the house and drink all day, which is what I kind of feel like I want to do. But I mean, you know, it just, I don't know. It's just been kind of difficult. I'm going to put this one up here. I know that looks super busy, but I'm just kind of hoping that, you know, when it's all said and done, that it's gonna be okay. But yeah, so I've been trying to, you know, really like express my feelings before they start building up and I like literally just kind of blow. And since it's been such a long time for me to plan on camera, I think I'm just going to kind of do a straightforward, and that way I kind of have a better idea of where to put things, and I'm not trying to think and talk at the same time. So anyway, yeah, the whole situation here with being cooped up and emotions running high and, you know, not having a real good way to kind of, I mean, like, it's not like there's a place around here where you can do, you know, take out, drive in and out kind of situations. Right now we're living so far out in the middle of, I mean, bumfucked Egypt basically is what it is. And it's rough. I mean, it really is. It's hard. And, you know, I mean, like, it's just, it is what it is. But at the same time, there's just days when it's easier than others. So, yeah, I've just been struggling with my depression, anxiety. At the same time, my doctor was trying to pull me down off of my, oops, that was a little bit crooked. Trying to pull me, this got bent too, made me sick. I hope that it lays down after over time. But yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, trying to come down off of a medicine that I've been on for 20 years. Let's see, 20 years exactly, because my son just turned 21, and it all started after he was born. So, you know, I've been taking this medicine for my anxiety, and she's got me on something different, but it just was too much. And so I was going through withdrawals, but I didn't know what it was, because I didn't withdraw from this particular medicine the same way that I've withdrawn off other medications they've had me on before that I've wanted to stop. So the way that I was withdrawing, I thought it had something to do with some of my medical. I'm sorry I keep hitting that. I thought it had to do with my actual medical situation, and you know, some of the health issues that I have, but I was starting to get just worse, and I was to the point where I don't even know how to describe it, so I'll just tell you what happened to me. And when this happened, that I'm going to discuss, when this happened, it scared me bad enough to make me finally call the doctor. But at that point, I was convinced I was just going to die. I mean, like, I felt that bad, you know. And so, you know, if talking about mental health and that sort of thing is triggering to you or bothers you or anything like that, then please feel free to just exit and come back to my next video. But all of these none of these are straight, really. They're not going down very straight, are they? Like on top of that one. Okay, so I've taken Klonopin for my anxiety like I said before, 20 years. And with that, there comes dependency. I always knew that I was scared to absolute freaking death to ever run out of my meds, because I was afraid of the way that the way that I would feel during the time that I would have anxiety, panic attacks, you know, that sort of thing. And so I never missed my medicine. I was always scared, you know, to mess with it in any way. I always, you know, disagreed with my doctors when they would say, you know, how about we start thinking about coming off of that? And I'd be like, oh, hell no. You know, I'm going to hurt myself. I mean, because it'll kill me. I literally, I can't go through panic attacks. And so what I did is I finally agreed to the fact that I needed to, because first of all, that medicine is not actually geared or meant for long-term use. And we're talking about medicine when you've been on it a couple of decades and it's not even meant for long-term use, you know. And there are better medicines out now. And so I finally was like, okay, if we can go slowly, and, you know, I can take my time, whether it be a month or 10 years. And they were like, you know, we will go as slow as you feel you need to go. We're not going to rush you. We're not going to put, you know, we don't want to add to the anxiety of the situation. And I was like, okay, great. Well, then I'll try. So, long story short, over the last 6 months, 8 months, I think it is, I've been trying to slowly wean myself off of the huge doses of this medicine that I was on. And, oh boy, it has been, oh, it's been rich. So, here I am, moving into a place with my fiance. I am, you know, going through the motions of, oh, I can't do that. That's exactly the same. Let me just, I'm going to put that on my tripod. Let's see here. I'm going to go in with, I guess I'll go in with this one. And so, I noticed that I seemed to be doing pretty well with it. I was not having, you know, any serious, in my opinion, side effects. There were a couple of times where I felt kind of panicky going to sleep. Sleep is my trigger anyway. So I was just sort of feeling, you know, okay, well, actually this is going pretty well. So I started on my own. They said, anytime you feel comfortable and you want to move down some, then move down, you know. And so they said, we're going to leave it totally up to you. I was like, well, okay, cool, you know. Yeah, I mean, like, I can do that. And so, since I was doing pretty well, I decided to bump it down. And at the same time, she lowered my morning dose, which I had not tampered with yet. But, you know, I was like, okay, I'll be fine with this. I'm going to be okay. I was trying to put on my big girl panties and trying to, you know, be a big girl about it all. But I started having some withdrawal symptoms, but I didn't know they were withdrawal symptoms because they were so different than anything I had been through before. And so, I mean, because there's been a lot of medicines that I've had to come off of over the years because there's a better medicine now than there was back when they first started me on it, or something like that, you know. So, I was noticing that my heart rate was kind of odd. I noticed that I was starting to have night sweats, which, I mean, that can happen, yes. And so that part I did think, well, maybe that's, you know, the lack of medication. But I was having these episodes where I was not fully aware of myself and my surroundings. I was having a hard time, like, actually coping with getting up and moving around. I know that sounds weird, and it was. I had a hard time concentrating to the point that I had a hard time walking. And none of this was really cluing in as, you know, I'm trying to withdraw too quickly. Yeah, that, for some reason, because I've never experienced these kinds of feelings before, I just didn't realize that's what was going on. So what happened that made me call the doctor, and I was just like, okay, something's not right, because what I did is, it was like, we'll just say it was on a Monday. I had to go to the grocery store and buy groceries. I noticed that I was having a really hard time driving. Driving, like, as in keeping the car on the road and concentrating was extremely difficult for me. And so I was just like, what the heck is going on with me? You know, like, why do I feel this way? Okay, let's see. I'm just going to do, see, odds and ends. Let me just go on and do the next week, and then I'll do the, because I've only got one more of these, and I don't have any sidebar items, so I'm just going to kind of just do it like that. Just real minimal on the sidebar. Even though it's way more full coverage right now than I've been trying to do, I'm just going to use what I've got. So there's that. Okay. So I called my doctor, and I was like, look, I'm having trouble. I can't focus long enough to even drive. I mean, like, I'm having a hard time, like, maintaining control of my vehicle. And she, you know, so the nurse took down, you know, everything, and I was like, I don't think they really understand. I really don't think they understand. So, sure enough, I'm just going to put this here. Sure enough, she called me and she said, well, I'll tell you what. She said, check your blood pressure for me. If your blood pressure's normal, then it's the medications. And I said, well, you know, when I get sick, the first thing it does affect is my blood pressure. So my blood pressure is probably going to be off the chart, you know. And she said, well, okay, we'll just give it another couple of days and keep doing what you're doing. And if you have any issues, let me know. So here is the weekend banner. And so that's what I did. You know, the more I look at it, the less that actually, yeah, that doesn't actually work together, but that's okay. So the next day, I got up. I was laying around because it didn't feel good. And I decided that I needed to get up and make some tea. And I thought, well, you know, if I get up and make some tea, then maybe I'll just feel better. Okay, let's see. How do I want to do this? I'm going to go ahead and match up the ones I can. I'm just going to go ahead and put a half box on the bottom of each day. And I'm just going to match putting my plans in here according to the stickers that I've laid down, instead of trying to come up with all the things that I need to put up. Okay, so let me see. Let me see. We've got this one that matches. So I'll put it here. So I got up and put some water on the stove to boil. And this happened. Yeah, I totally forgot what I was doing. I turned the wrong eye on. And when I did, I put the lid that I was going to use on top of the pot, I put it down on the stove, but I set it directly on the eye. I've never done that before. But then when I realized I had the wrong eye on, I jerked it up, and I went to put it against my body to hold it for a minute so that I could move my stuff around. And when I did, I just laid that, and that's the edge of the lid. It was horrible. Guys, this is almost a month old now. And I mean, it cooked my arm. I was stunned and everything. You know, I was just like, what in the world, you know? And so, I was just like, how, why, you know? It jerked me, but I realized at the same time that I was not coherent. I was actually asleep standing there when it happened. I was like, what in the actual hell is going on with me? I burned myself really bad. Realized that I'm standing there asleep, working a hot oven. I'm not going to use this on, actually, I'm just going to put it right here. Let me put it right here. I'm not going to use one for Saturday and Sunday. I'm just going to leave that blank. And let's move on to, I am going to go ahead and put down, we have been having a pretty good movie night either on a Friday or Saturday, because we've been doing something, if anything, even if it's just going out and run around on Thursdays or Fridays. So I'm going to put this down for this night, and we'll just sit down and have a movie. So there's that. Yeah, so I hurt myself. I called the doctor immediately. I was like, something was really wrong. And she said, you're going through withdrawals. There's no doubt. And I was like, well, okay, so what do I do? You know, and she was like, well, she said, you need to start taking the dose that I've given you and stop trying to cut it out on your own, because obviously it's not working. Okay, and I did get, I'm going to use one of these strips. I got a piece of Happy Mail today, so I'm just going to use this. And I'm just going to put it across here like that. And put this little bubble mailer that she used to give you on top there. Okay. Then I'm going to go from there to, let's see. I don't really have, I'm going to throw all this away. There's not enough of this to worry over. I know I'm not going to do any of that. I'm not going to use that either. Let's see. I don't know if I can go ahead and use 2 of these for the laundry that I'll do, because I'm going to do some laundry Saturday, and then I'll probably fold my laundry Sunday. So I'll go ahead and put those little things down for that. I started back on my medicine, taking the dose that she actually had given to me. And I just wrote it off that, you know, hey, Kelly, you don't need to do this on your own. You injure yourself when you do. So, yeah, that's what happened. But it's thrown me off, and it's taken me so long to get back to normalcy. And my anxiety has been off the chain. My depression, whether it's coronavirus or, you know, just, you know, that change in my body, whatever, I've been really just not right. So, you know, the moral of the story, guys, is, you know, don't try to do things on your own. Your doctors are there. They are medical professionals and they know what they are doing, and you need to do what they say and not what you want to do. So yeah, there's that. Guys, I don't know what I'm going to do the rest of this week. I mean, I really don't know. And so I think what I'm going to do, since I've been trying to do a little bit more of a more open, not fully, no white space plan with me, I want to leave the rest of this blank so that if there's anything I choose to add in, I can go in and I can add, you know, a piece of washi like this. Or if there are any more things on this that I might decide I want to use, then I can use. But otherwise, that's going to be it, I think. But yeah, guys, it's just, you know, we all have our struggles. And I know that a lot of people that follow me do suffer from anxiety and depression and things like that. And so, yeah, I just want you to know that I'm with you. It's hard. It is a difficult situation for us all to be in. But the only thing I can do is just practice self-care and tell you that that's what you need to do too. You need to do whatever it takes to take care of you, and do that every day. And that's what I'm going to do. And hopefully things will just get better and better as time goes on. And as we begin to finally open back up, maybe we won't have to, you know, shut back down again because of, you know, the rate shooting back up of the virus. But regardless, guys, that's the moral of the story. So I think that's going to be it. I am just going to leave it like this. I know that's pretty plain for me because, you know, you guys, I'm really big time I'm a really big no white space planner, but I've been trying to do better, and I've got some hauls that are coming in, and I'm going to be doing a haul before too much longer, and I'm also going to be doing a video where I'm going to flip through my first Erin Condren planner, the first decorative planner that I had. I think it'd be fun to go back and see how I planned in those days, and yeah, so I want to do that, and I guess that's it. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope that you guys are smarter than me and you're following your plans and that sort of thing. And yeah, that's going to be it. Thank you guys for watching. I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.